All right, we're so back. We got lots of time for the dulls today. Starting with Pokedoku. Don't get me started, okay, on the... Necrozma used its full force Z move, the light that sears heaven, popped it on a level 8 Wingull, and then dropped like 10 hydrogen bombs on top of it, back to back to back to back. Can I tell you something about Pokedoku that's scary for me? Regions on a row instead of a column. That frightens me, man. So like Johto is Gen 2, right? Like that's silver and gold. It's silver and say you and Samba resplendence. I hold. You know what I'm talking about? And Sinnoh is Diamond Pearl, Generation 4. There's a psychic normal? I guess all psychics are normal. You can take that as a positive or as a negative if you choose. The final evolution of a psychic. Okay, you ever hear of Hypno? 3.6% on that. Pretty good. 1 in 33. We'll take those. Psychic normal, I don't know. Psychic legendary, Mewtwo. You ever hear of this guy? Anytime Mewtwo applies, that's a gimme. Now, normal Gen 2, there's no shot that there's not like a Bidoof. Or perhaps a, what is it, Stank Pat? What's his name? Stank Rat? Pat Rat? Pat Rat, something like that? Because there's a lot of normals out there, man. Bidoof? Bidoof. Okay. I knew it. Stank Rat. Where's Stank Rat, though? Johto Final Evolution. Who are the fucking Gen 2 fucking starters, man? Chikorita becomes like Baleen? Bayleaf? Is Bayleaf the... That doesn't look like a final evolution to me. That looks like an interim evolution. Wait, Johto Legendary? Ho-Oh? We'll take those. I was so ready to go off on, like, oh, Ho-Oh's not legendary, they're mythical. And then Ruby Sapphire, right? Or Diamond Pearl? Can I get a check? Sinnoh is Ruby Sapphire or Diamond Pearl? Diamond Pearl. Luigi? Whatever. What's the other one? Rayquaza? Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Latios and Latias? Luigi's from Johto? Yeah, that makes sense. Is it Molga? Is a Molga even a legendary, or is that like a fucking squirrel now that I think about it? Dialga. Molgas? That's just a flying squirrel. Well, then what the hell is Pachirisu, man? No, I'm not going to keep playing. I'll go to my summary, please. Dialga. I'm being sincere with you. I don't really know what's up with Dialga and Raikou. That was like not in my generation. Sentret was another dude I was thinking of. It's the mom says it's my turn to use the Xbox Pokemon in Pokemon Go. Typhlosion. Empoleon. Hey, what? I was looking for the final evolution of Chikorita. What's the final evolution of Chikorita? Is it Bayleaf? Meganium. Think less but see it grow. Like a rat, oh. I know what you're saying. I thought it was that's the teenage Pokemon, or as you call them, the middle evolution. The original pair Pokemon. Ass. Okay. 3 pancakes on a plate. American Midwest. That's Little Miss Sunshine. Or like the Florida Project or something. No syrup. Wormwood Motors. $5,000 used car. Circa 1990s. This could be Matilda. Fuck you. That's Matilda, bitch. You think I don't know? Image number 5 is going to be Danny DeVito after he pulls the hat off his head when it's been super glued. Image number 6 is going to be Miss Trunchbull putting Matilda in the chokey. Or, well, no, image number 6 is going to be the kid with the chocolate cake. Go, yeah! Yeah, Matilda's pretty good. See, this, I wouldn't have gotten it off of that. Now this is insta-lock. That's a gimme. That's Miss Trunchbull. She was in the 1972 Olympics for hammer throwing. And that's Miss Honey. That's all I got to say. Good movie? Yeah, it's a pretty good movie. I saw it a lot when I was a kid. I read the books when I was a kid. No cake picture is kind of cowardly. They could have put like a trigger warning or something. Matilda's my uncle. Yeah, he's mid or whatever. When Tom Brady set an at-the-time NFL record with 50 touchdown passes in 2007, this NFC East quarterback was second in the NFL with 36. That's got to be Eli Manning. What? The Giants 07? Okay, I could see Donovan McNabb. Peyton Manning. They were in the fucking AFC something. The Colts are not in the NFC. Could be Tony Romo. Could be Tony Romo. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, who else is it going to be? Who the hell was the Washington Commanders quarterback back then? Guy most famous for passing the ball off to Clinton Portis and then fucking off? Carlos Arroyo took over as the starting point guard of this Western Conference team in 2003 following the retirement of a Hall of Fame point guard. Yeah, I don't know. Who could possibly say? The Jazz. They seem like they'd be... Yes! I was like, he who shall not be named. Yeah, he probably retired around the early 2000s. That makes sense to me. You're thinking of Karl Malone, but you should be thinking of John Stockton. Ah, okay. Karl Malone is he who shall not be named. John Stockton, I don't know anything about John Stockton. Ichiro recorded his 3,000th MLB hit while playing for what NL East team in 2016? This dude didn't play for the Mariners his whole career? Oh, that's true, because he played for the Yankees for a while. NL East. So that's like the Phillies and the Pirates? Man, I don't think so. I don't know. The Phillies? I don't think he played for the Phillies. He didn't play for the Phillies. The Marlins. The Mets? Braves, Marlins, Phillies, Mets. The Marlins. What future U.S. vice president served as Gerald Ford's chief of staff from 75 to 77? Okay. Al Gore, probably too young. Future U.S. vice president. Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney makes a lot of sense. It's the right age for him to be making political moves as a younger individual. Yeah, Dick Cheney made a lot of sense. This is Harrison Ford and Jason Alexander. That's a gimme. Typically only open for dinner, this sit-down chain focuses largely on wood-grilled fish and is known for its popular Bang Bang shrimp appetizer. It focuses largely on wood-grilled fish? I have no idea. Harvey's. Sit down, open only for dinner. It focuses largely on wood-grilled fish. Cedar Rapids. Twin Peaks. It's probably Pieology Pizzeria. I've never heard of it. Stonefish? What the hell is stonefish, man? Bonefish Grill? With God as my witness, I believe I've never heard of the Bonefish Grill. Finn the human and Jake the dog. Yeah, fucking making pancakes. Adventure Time. Sorry, not Adventureland. You take the bacon, you put it in the pancake, yeah. Directed by Quentin Tarantino, Pam Grier, Jackie Brown, bro. A lean night. This singer broke out in the early 2010s with hit songs like Jar of Hearts, 1,000 Years, and Human. Isn't that, oh, I'm only human, After all, don't put the blame on me. That guy is named Rag and Bone Man. And that is not right. That is not right, man. Wrong song. Christina Perry? I don't know who that is, to be honest with you, so I can't be too mad, I guess. Rag and Bone Man is like 2019? That's the 2010s, bro. Tony Romo, Miami Morelands, Bonefish Grill, Christina Perry. You've heard Jar of Hearts? I got a jar of hearts now. I got a jar of hearts now. Something like that? It's the Twilight song? Oh, the one from Bandle that I'd never heard that had 2.1 billion views or something. You've watched Twilight? Wrong. I've watched Twilight Breaking Dawn, okay? I have not seen Twilight. I gotta go, got a pocket full of sunshine. I got a pants, got a pocket full of moonshine. I got a... something like that. That has one of her songs, though. I was watching it to make fun of it. Because I was like 20, not 17. A lot of difference in those 3 years, okay? Now listen, this is like classic rock pilled immediately, but that might be a red herring, okay? Because you got Freddie Mercury, you got Queen, you got David Bowie, Iron Butterfly, King Crimson. Bowie can be a knife, butterfly knife, Bowie knife, butter knife. Butcher's cleaver. Kinds of knives. It's a fucking Game of Thrones book or something. Lead head, I was thinking for a second. Queen, king, throne, gold. Mercury, a brand of car, a planet, a god in either the Roman or the Greek pantheon. I'm going to say Rome. Head. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. All that glitters is not gold. Going to buy me a Mercury and cruise it up and down the road. What are tidbits of American wisdom? Father John Misty. Father Twin Turbo Toyota Supra. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Mattresses. Queen, king, twin. Full. Mattress sizes. Mercury. Things that rise. Mercury. Liquids at room temperature. I'm pretty sure these are just like elements, man. Gold is not a liquid at room temperature. That would be hard to deal with. Throne head John Can. Oh, slang words for toilet. Dude, they fired the Mentat. Or maybe on Monday they just like easy ones. I don't know. This was an organic Mariah as well. This one was pretty easy. Rip to the Mentat. Rip to the Mentat, pocket full of sunshine. He's gotta go, got a pocket full of moonshine. Is that her? Throws in the mix. Adds plant life. Chef's garment, apron. Informal term for avid supporters of Kamala Harris. The K-Hive? Simplicity, ease. Alpha, Doris, drove, sane, flora. Oh, doompa-doompa-doompa-doom-boom! Kind of surprised it was K-Hive, but I'm equally surprised I managed to grab it. Flora when fauna walks in. You got to be careful, man. You can't be like leaving little breadcrumb trails out there like that. Twin pack of I Can't Believe It's Not Butter. It's crazy there's still, like, better and funnier people than me have made jokes about I Can't Believe It's Not Butter since literally, like, 1978. I can't believe that they still call it. I can't believe it's not butter. Like in 1991, you're like, okay, I guess it's unbelievable that it tastes like butter, but it's not butter. But like in 2024, we're making milk out of oats and almonds and shit like that and beans. Come on, man. Well, I can believe that it's not butter. Science has created so many products that are almost analogous to the original version. Of course, like, what would you rebrand it as? Margarine, I guess. My mom loves this stuff. I was talking about it with Kate yesterday. We were talking about how our generation is like probably a little bit doomed because of microplastics, but like every generation, like they grow up when they turn 20, they're like, the future is like before us. And now that we finally got like all the lead out of the paint and gasoline, there's nothing to slow us down. And then like you get a little older and the science keeps working and they're like, everybody's got about 3 kilograms of plastic beads inside of their body from all the exfoliants they used in the early 2000s. And you're like, fuck, okay. So like one of mine is that I grew up eating margarine because the media told my parents that butter is bad for you and margarine is good for you. And then like later we found out that because it's made of partially hydrogenated fats, which are now known as like trans fats, it's like omega bad for you and you were better off just eating butter the whole time. So I definitely, like in the years where my cells were undergoing like the most mitosis, I was eating probably like 1 to 1.5 servings of margarine a day. Whoops. That's not really much I could do about it. I was in charge of the groceries back then, man. I'm probably doing like the same shit now. Like I'm giving my daughter water out of a cup and they're going to be like, oh, that cup turns in 2050. We found out that cup was actually made of like cadmium or something. I'm going to be like, look at it. Sorry, we had a lot of stuff on the go. Anyway. I don't know. 45 ounces seems like a fuck ton of margarine. This is also like an optical illusion because like the top one is not the same size as the bottom one. I'm sorry. It's not. I don't know if it's just perspective. This is like some Peter Jackson shit going on, but the top one is smaller than the bottom one. I don't know what you want me to say. Maybe there's like an offset or something. They're the same size. I don't buy it. There's some camera trickery here. This is James Cameron. What is 45 ounces of margarine, man? 45 ounces. An ounce is like, what is it, 16? How many ounces are in a pound, chat? 12? 16. 16, okay. So you're telling me this is 6 fucking pounds of margarine? That's madness, dude. Yes, it's 2.5 kilos. That's fucking crazy, dude. I don't know. $6.99? Yeah. Yeah, I guess that would be like $1 a pound. That's pretty cheap for something that's made in like the Manhattan Project. This shit reeks of like Los Alamos. $10.99? $9.49? Amazing. It's on sale this week. That's too much margarine, man. I don't try to be judgmental. Well, like I'm judgmental about many things. I try not to be like outwardly judgmental. Because like, you know, nobody's perfect. It's like a glass houses situation. But if you're like eating margarine, I think you should just switch to butter. I'm not judging you. You can eat whatever you like, but you could just switch to butter. The butter actually tastes better. The knock is that it's less spreadable. That's definitely true. It's also more expensive, I guess. But how much butter? I'm only spreading it, really. I'm a peanut butter on toast kind of girly. Butter's a pain? Yeah, life is pain, man. Get used to it. There's all sorts of little inconveniences you can... Or you could just like cut the margarine, because I like that's... I'll eat a lot of stuff, but that's like... Margarine is one of those things that I don't fuck with consciously. Is dairy free? Yeah, because it's made out of like saran wrap and food coloring. Kyrgyzstan. It's the farthest country on earth from Kyrgyzstan. Okay. Angola. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Honduras. Warmer. Guyana. Warm. 1,000. Oh, it's in the islands, bro. Wedge Antilles. Antilles and Barbuda. Yes, the Antigua and Barbuda. That's warmer still. Dominica. That's cooler. I'm an idiot. Excuse me? There's no countries anymore. Saint Lucia. That's cool. That's even further down. Trinidad and Tobago. That's Trinidad and Tobago? This shit's in CONCACAF? How is this shit in CONCACAF, man? It's like a hop, skip, and a jump away from Brazil. Haiti. Curacao. No, I mean Curacao. I mean the Dutch fucking colony of Curacao circa Tulip Mania 1771. St. Kitts hold the Nevis. Oh! I got so excited I almost farted, man. Suriname and Guyana are in CONCACAF too? Be honest with me though. Are they in CONCACAF just because like CONMEBOL is like, I mean, that's like the Premier League of soccer. And CONCACAF, especially like prior to like 20 years ago, was basically just like Mexico, the US, and then like a bunch of people just fighting for third. Yeah, pretty much. They were given the choice. That makes sense. I mean, you wouldn't, if you're fucking playing on the Curacao soccer team, you don't want to go fucking with Ronaldo and Rivaldo and Ronaldinho and fucking Roberto Carlos. And there's a few more I could name probably. Pele back in the day. Ronaldo is Portuguese. I'm talking about the other Ronaldo, the real Ronaldo. Kaká, I forgot about Kaká. Name any current player. You know the one. The Neymar Jr. That's it, Neymar Jr. I'm just gonna say it, man. I thought the dude on Colombia, the Colombia star player, 12 years, I thought that motherfucker was named James. Watching a little Copa America, I'm like, who the fuck is James? James? I've been calling him James since 2010, World Cup South America. Back of his jersey says James, okay? I'm going to start calling him LeBron James. Olympic men's basketball MVP, LeBron James. And he's doing the, with his hands. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know what it is. Anyway. This is a tough one. This is a tough one. Because this is like Andorra. Andy Serkis. If you need a weird guy to play a CGI, then you gotta call Andy Serkis. 7,000. Okay, this is an island. This is like Cuba. And I don't think Cuba's 7,000 kilometers away from Oh, well, it's in the ballpark, man. Here we go again. Jamaica. Yeah! On 3? Really? What is that advert? Oh, you guys haven't seen Wish? Honestly, now that I'm on the Smallfoot songs, I kind of wish my daughter would go back to the Wish soundtrack. Because I'm dying with the Smallfoot songs, man. Did anyone listen to Let It Lie by Common, aka Stonekeeper? I'm obsessed with the way that he says Sasquatch. They called us Sasquatch. They called us abominable. They pursued us, their malevolence indomitable. We had no choice but to run and hide. Otherwise, I surmised we were facing genocide. To escape all the human ravages heaped upon us by those human savages. Now you know, now you know, now you know. And you can't deny that it's best just to let it lie. Is it Hamilton? It's trying to be. You can't shit on Common. Common is like probably the best rapper that I absolutely hate. It's not fair. He has a lot of songs and like years of good work that I just don't like. I just find it corny because like his conceit in my head is like always trying to elevate rap off of like base level impulses. But it always ends up being like, oh, you thought I was talking about a lady? Actually, I was talking about the music genre you're listening to right now. Rap and hip hop. You can't forget about Belly Breathe? Oh, I never forget about Belly Breathe, man. Belly Breathe, that's the way you do it. Anyway. May 26, 2023, that's like a year ago. Some shit opened at $95 million a year ago. It's so fucked up, I would be better off if this was 2003. Even though this is in living memory, that makes it harder for me to figure out. Because like, you're probably going like, this is fucking Thor, Love and Thunder. This is fucking Ant-Man Quantumania. But I need to take a squeeze at the actor here. It's the Little Mermaid remake. We get there. 160 points. That's not too bad. Weren't you on a Disney cruise at this point? I don't know, man. The years go fast and the days go slow, you know? Not all of that stuff makes it into working memory. Universal, second week, 66 million. Vin Diesel, Fast, The Fate of the Furious, Fast X, is that possible? Okay, Fast X was from last year. Now we know. Walt Disney, in week 4, it's at 300 million, starring Chris Pratt as Guardians 3. Universal, week 8, this has got to be Jurassic World. Dominion. No? Chris Pratt? Fallen Kingdom? Genre. Animation, family, adventure, fantasy, comedy? Is this Super Mario Brothers? Fuck you. Sony Pictures opens to 5 million, starring Bert Kreischer. The fucking refrigerator, what's it called? To be a hero, it takes a lot of gut. Fuck you. I know what it's. The Machine, is that it? The Machine? It is. It is The Machine. Holy. Never even heard of that movie? I saw an ad for it once. And I was like, man, I don't really like, I've seen like a couple of Bert's specials, and I don't vibe with them. And I really come to see him as like a comedian who mostly gets his laughs by having his shirt off. But honestly, when I saw the trailer for the movie and this motherfucker had his shirt off, I was like, you know, you just got to give it a little bit of respect that like, because he's got to know you can't ride that forever, man. You can't just be the guy who takes his shirt off in like every movie unless you're Hugh Jackman, I guess. Yeah, that's what I mean. He's taking his gimmick to the limit. It's like if you saw Gallagher and you were like, I'm not really looking forward to this. He just smashes the fruit. But then that motherfucker brought out like a landmine or something and put it on the table. You'd be like, oh, fuck, he's going in. Shirt off the movie. I don't know, man. It's not my scene. It's just not my scene. Infinite profit margin, though? It's true. Mark Hamill was in this, huh? Beep. It's just not my guy. That's okay. From Maxine to Ray. This might be impossible. For me, because I only know that Mia Goth is in this. Like, I'm marooned, okay? Because Mia Goth, like, how do I get from Mia Goth to fucking anybody? Like, I go, this is my fault. But you go like Mia Goth to like, was she in Bodies, Bodies, Bodies? Let me take a peek. I need to do some research on this one first. Okay, never mind. I didn't know Elizabeth Debicki's in this. I didn't know what this got a star-studded cast, bro. I can get out of this easily. Okay. My bad. I didn't know that this had Debicki in it. Okay. And then Ray, let me just take a peek at this. Kerry Washington, Regina King, Bokeem Woodbine, the GOAT of Fargo Season 2, Terrence Howard, David Krumholtz, Ingenue Ellis Taylor, Warwick Davis. This is star-studded as well, as one would expect, okay? All right. I'm thinking about it, okay? I'm thinking about it. Are you from the fucking Matrix Revolutions, by the way? Are you from the Matrix? You are okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to restart. And we're going to go Debicki, Tenet, Brana, and then, like, the world's our oyster from this point on, because I'm surely Oppenheimer could get us there, like, mighty quick. Haunting in Venice can get us there mighty quick. The Train movie can get us there mighty quick. Let me think about this. If we're trying to get to the Matrix, I would probably be cruising. I would, honestly, for a guy like me, I would probably take us back to, like, Wild Wild West. Which, of course, stars M. Emmett Walsh. And Bai Ling, who, as we all know, was also in The Omicron Killer, but she was also in Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow. And now we're in business. Jamie Foxx, he's been in some movies. He's been in Horrible Bosses. He's been in Collateral. He's been in Collateral. Collateral stars Brad Pitt. Did you know this? Who stars in Good Will Hunting with Giovanni Ribisi? I mean, who's it? Matt Damon? Was right? Good Will Hunting? What? I'm thinking of Casey Affleck. Okay, but then Giovanni Ribisi is in Boiler Room, which has Ben Affleck, who's in Good Will Hunting with Matt Damon, who's in Ocean's 11 with Brad Pitt. Guys, I forgot why I went here. I had something. I promise you I had something. I was cooking. As soon as I got to Brad Pitt, I was like, it's over. You're cooked. Brad Pitt, perhaps most famous for Mystic Pizza. No, that's Matt Damon. Brad Pitt, perhaps most famous for Legends of the Fall. And then we go to Legends of the Fall. And I mean, down there, you got lots of... This is like a star-studded cast, really. Bill Dow's in that one. Sir Anthony Hopkins, who, of course, is in The Mask of Zorro. Any of you guys fucking with Tom Cruise at all? Surely we got like Catherine Zeta-Jones. She dips beneath the lasers. Sean Connery. Will Patton, then you're all of a sudden you're in Minari. And then like this is a good place to be if you're looking for Tom Cruise. He's probably, you know, doing some movies with like Yoon Young Jung and Han Yeri, if I had to guess. Wouldn't surprise me. Stephen Yeun, of course, Sorry to Bother You, which of course also stars David Cross. And then, I mean, when I think David Cross, I go straight to Alvin and the Chipmunks, The Squeakquel. Then you go Jason Lee. He's in Vanilla Sky with Tom Cruise, who's fucking with, wait, who is I'm trying to get here? He's in Collateral with Jamie Foxx. He plays Vincent, who of course was in Ray. Time? We get there. Kevin Bacon, JFK. Gary Grubbs. Gary Grubbs, everybody. Gary Grubbs. Gary Grubbs. You were going Brad Pitt, Collateral, Jamie Foxx, which does not make sense. You know what? You're right, because what happened in my head? I got Brad Pitt from Killing 'Em Softly confused with Mark Ruffalo's character in Collateral because they both play like violent cops with a ponytail. Matt Damon is not in Mystic Pizza. Chat, who's going to tell him? Debicki, Tenet, Kenneth Branagh, Wild Wild West, Will Smith, Legend of Bagger Vance, Matt Damon, Mystic Pizza. Well, well, well. Well, 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 well. Listen. He's after Vincent D'Onofrio. He's after Lily Taylor. They're thinking of Licorice Pizza. All right, that's fine. Everybody makes mistakes. Maybe like we don't all make our mistakes in all caps, but like that's just something you can work on in the future. It's just fucking old, man. Search for Monka Island. Metacritic score of 95. Grim Fandango. Oh, it's Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. It's a pretty good score. Is this a good game? Apparently it's a good game. How's that Clue 3? It's a good point. I mean, like, there's some iconic images in there. I don't really fuck with Zelda, to be honest with you. Get bad vibes. Isn't the boss called like Gianon or something? I don't really mess with that kind of stuff. It's like I don't want to get into. I don't want to get into it. I know this shit. Isn't this High on Life? No! Poppy's Playtime? Poppy's Playtime? Poppy Playtime? Yeah, Poppy Playtime. Okay. Something like that. I knew it was something that, like, I had seen virally on Twitter. This is some fucking R-type, bro. Is this R-type? They're not fucking with R-type. Don't know. This is R-type, my man. You think I don't know shit about R-type? My grandma had a Sega Master System. I was playing R-type until I got bored and then playing like the world's shittiest soccer game or whatever. There's no substitute for lived experience, man. I hope you are typing your damn TPS reports, chat. So true, guys. It's Monday in the dog days of summer. Ignore this if you're European. I'm sure you're on holiday in like Austria or whatever right now. If you're American, you can have that on my desk. Lunchtime, by the time I get back from lunch, we're hitting the links today. So it gives you a little extra time. Don't say I never do nothing for you. It's a Rhode Island state holiday. Great day to be an island boy. What the fuck is Rhode Island all about? Massachusetts is about being mean to strangers and saying, respect your mother. Rhode Island is about having like surprisingly good pizza or something. Clam chowder? No, sorry. That's like a Maine type deal. Lighthouses. Providence? Yeah, but what is Providence? Like what's Providence about? Pizza bread? Brown University? I can't believe Matt Damon's in Mystic Pizza. You got to see it, man. You got to go. You got to see it before. I don't have to see it because I already know who's in it. So it doesn't have anything more to show me. Pizza Tower, Mystic Pizza Tower. It's a single player game only. Probably like Half-Life 1, if I had to guess. Sometime between 1999 and 2022. It's not first person or side view. And it does not, it's not an independent game. All right. Single player only? Give me some isometric, gameplay. Game called Disco Elysium. Okay, it is from 2019. Now that I think about it, I guess that doesn't get the indie. Oh, it does get the indie designation. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's an adventure, probably a single-player action adventure that's a third-person game, if I had to guess. And it's single-player only. I just couldn't possibly know it based on that criteria, to be honest with you. Let's see if this is by Ubisoft. It is not by Ubisoft. Let's see if it. I got the platforms right. That's great. That's a nice green to get, man. Let's see if it's from Square Enix. Is it Tomb Raider: The Shadow of? It's not by Square Enix either. Okay, give me a one-time clue that's not the engine. It's a hack and slash beat 'em up adventure in the third person. It's not on the Nintendo Switch. I don't know, man. I don't know. 2019 hack and slash adventure. Some shit with Lu Bu. Wo Long Fallen Dynasty. Dynasty Warriors 8. We got the right kind of genre. It's not by Koei Tecmo. Hack and slash beat 'em up. Warhammer. Fucking 40. Vermin, that's not single player only, you piece. Single player hack. It's Devil. Oh, okay. No, we're getting on the right track. Bayonetta 3. No, that's not. That's gonna be on the Wii U or some shit like that. With like Devil May Cry 5. Devil Mary. Okay. It's not by Capcom though. Hi-Fi Rush. That's more of a platformer now that I think about it. I don't know, okay? I don't know. It's made in the Unreal Engine. Mario's Partners in Time. Star Wars, Jedi Fallen. That's not what I think of when I think of a hack and slash, but sure, I guess they're hacking and they're slashing. I would call that the genre of Souls-like, but that's fine. When I think hack and slash, I think of Lu Bu, okay? I think of Vampire Survivors. Hey, NL, I'm allergic to soy and I can't eat tofu. Am I missing out? Not really. Tofu it's a divisive food. Some people like it, some people don't fuck with it. I'm more on the don't fuck with this side, but I definitely wouldn't be like, oh, you can't go your whole life without eating tofu. You can get some, decent tofu, but it's not my tempo most of the time. Deep fried tofu hits? Yeah, but it's like they're gonna try to silence me. They're gonna say I'm not woke. They're gonna say I'm not worldly. They're gonna say I'm not living in an urban environment. They're gonna say that I have a closed mind. Deep fried tofu is like one of the best tasting kinds of tofu, but it also gets cleared by almost every other deep fried meat. The only one it doesn't get cleared by is beef, because I don't know why you can't fucking deep fry beef, but they just don't do it for whatever reason. For the most part, I guess maybe people want to live. Country fried steak? I don't know. I don't live in Tennessee, man. I never seen a chicken fried steak as long as I live. With God as my witness. You're missing out? Maybe it's one of those things that's like good to miss out on it. Like crocodile. Anyway. This was Guess the Game. Sorry, I lost all my conversational momentum. Take me to Movie Grid. Cate Blanchett, my queen. I'm so sorry about the fact that you willfully signed up to be in the Borderlands movie to play Lilith or whatever. I mean, what were you? Well, come on. Apparently, they used to have a script that was really good, and that's why she signed up. Bro, it's Cate Blanchett. Does she have like 9 Oscars? She's one of the most respected actresses in Hollywood. Why she sign on to Borderlands in the first place? She should have sniffed out like from day one that Kevin Hart's going to be in that. What's wrong with you? You can't, Cate Blanchett, Kevin Hart in the same movie? Come on, lady. Come on. She said she was bored during COVID. You reap what you frickin' sow. Or maybe. I don't know. It made $8 million this opening weekend, man. That's pretty... People were saying it's being like doubled up on by Morbius, which is psychotic. Okay. 3 or more word title for Cate Blanchett. Doesn't exist. Title starts with A to H. Carol! Carol! Double letter word in the title. Cate Blanchett.
Lord of the Rings. The Fellowship of the Ring.
Who said that? I'm washed on Cate Blanchett, man. She's been in some shit. She's been in shit, man. She's been in lots of shit. She's been in Thor, Ragnarok. She's been in Lord of the Rings. She just needs a Star Wars, and then she'd be Reddit's favorite actress of all time. Okay, Timothée Chalamet, double letter word and title. Okay, Call Me By Your Name. Title starts A to H, Beautiful Boy. We got Call Me By Your Name, but that also fits here. Double letter word in title. He's Wonka, no double letters, okay? Dune, no double letters. Call Me By Your Name, double letters. What else is... The Last King? The Last King? The Last King. The Boy King. The King? It might just be called The King. Oh, brother. Don Cheadle. 3 or more word title. Reign Over Me. Don Cheadle. Double letter word in title. Ocean's 13. 51.2%? I thought that was a pull, dude. I thought that was a pull. Title starts from A to H. Almost The Italian Job. The Italian Job almost fits. Hotel Rwanda. Oh my God, I'm fucking scuffed today, man. It's probably easier to come up. What's a long fucking title? Lady Bird? This thing's not in Lady Bird. Timothée Chalamet, what are you in, man? Lady Bird, Dune. Dune fucking 2. Beautiful Boy. Call Me By Your Name. Lady Bird. Did I mention Wonka? Wonka, he's in Wonka. The King. Fuck it, bro. Call Me By Your Name. Call Me By Your Name. Timothée Chalamet hasn't played like fucking Doctor Doom or anything yet. He's in Interstellar. He's the kid in Interstellar. I always forget who grows up to become Casey Affleck. Okay. And then we might, this is just for pride, 3 or more word title. How about The Lord of the Rings, Return of the King? All right, all right. Top 68% of players, embarrassing. Low women. Low women. Whatever happened to this guy, man? Rupert Everett? Rupert, he was a big star, man. He was going toe-to-toe with Hugh Grant for like Britain's most eligible bachelor. He does kind of look like Dan. This is a star-studded cast, man. Kate Blanchett, Minnie Driver, Julianne Moore. The Man Who Could Code, John Turturro, Christina Ricci. I've never seen that one. Enter Galactos, Mission to Mars. I always forget Don Cheadle's in Mission to Mars. The Adderall Diaries. I guess I should have used Borderlands instead of Carol, huh? Carol. Carol. He's the guy on the crashed ship. Yeah, he wakes up and he's got like a big beard, and then he goes like, huh, huh, huh. And they're like, calm down, calm down. And then he like passes out, and then the next scene, they've got him like wrapped in a space blanket or something, and he's drinking like a space coffee. I saw Mission to Mars like probably 6 times when it came out. It's like the perfect age for like a 4 out of 10 sci-fi movie to come out and you be in love with it, because I was in the 8th grade. Then I remember I checked it out on Rotten Tomatoes. I was like, what the fuck? 2%? Is this even possible? It's one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. In hindsight, probably not, but...
Blizzard, a noun meaning a long, severe snowstorm.
Holy cow. She on the damn cold brew.
Hike, a verb meaning to go on a...
She's telling her center to give her the ball.
Double, a adjective meaning...
And give it to the next
Gimmick,
guy.
a noun.
The machine?
Cartoon, a noun meaning...
It's called animation. It's a real genre.
Cannonade, a noun meaning a heavy fire of...
Isn't it a bicycle?
Durango, a
Don't get me started on Bob Dylan.
Stupefy, a verb meaning to make stupid, groggy, or insensible. Torsion, a
Joke's on you, those are my decoy balls.
trigonometry, a noun meaning the study of the properties of...
Okay, next.
Broom, a noun meaning mist, fog. Bruma is French for mist, derived from Latin for winter solstice.
Okay. It was French, so I threw a U in there, but...
Byramy, a noun meaning... Ranunculus, a noun meaning any of a large genus.
I'm not fucking with these. I don't want to learn them, okay? What the hell is ranunculus?
Neem, neem, a noun meaning a large tropical Asian tree, Azadirachta indica, of the mahogany family, having a bitter bark used as a tonic, and leaves and seeds that have insecticidal and antiseptic properties and yield a medicinal aromatic oil. The word nim is drawn from Hindi and Urdu, originally from Sanskrit nimba, neem.
Fuck you.
Niagara,
Yes.
a noun meaning an overwhelming flood.
That I can do. That I can do. It's N-E-E-M? Neem? Oh, brother. Ranunculus? Byreme? That's not how you say byrame. That's not how you say byreme, I should say. Isn't that shit like a boat with 2 sails or something? Byrame. AI scuffed it today. And maybe, I don't know, a couple of the words. I just watched Adaptation. I think I'm Charlie Kaufman pilled. It's probably his best movie, my personal opinion. Even though I think I have a softer, like, sentimental spot for Eternal Sunshine. I'm thinking of ending things as S tier. Yeah. 4-letter word starts with S. I left it in the toilet this morning and forgot to flush. No disrespect to the cast. This is a croque madame, right? This is from the nation of France. It's a croque monsieur. What's the madame is with the egg on top then? Correct. Okay. I'll take half marks. Rice brick. Rice, chicken, prawns, shallots, garlic, chili pepper, sweet soy sauce, K-cup manis, shrimp paste, tamarind. I tried to make the recipe once I got back to America, but we just don't have the spices. So this is like Thai fried rice. I can tell because in Thailand, they're always fucking with cucumbers and tomatoes. Cool. Indonesia? Always Indonesia. There you go. This is what nasi goreng is, because my housemate in university made it for me, and it did not look like this at all. He was Dutch. He's not Indonesian, so it was like the Dutch variant, I guess, of nasi goreng. But it was like, what he made had like unseasoned ground beef and shit in it. It was okay, you know, considering we were like 19 or something at the time. But like, it did not look this good. Let's put it that way. I'm Dutch and we would never. He was Dutch, bro. He was like 6'5". He's the tallest person in Canada. No offense, Dylan Brooks. Ijbolitarian, welcome back. Your soft block is over. I will acknowledge your comments again. Thank you for serving out your sentence without whining about it. I appreciate it. Lamb or beef? Onions, tomatoes, celery, carrots, chickpeas, frick, vegetable oil. This is like a fucking minestrone. Ras El Hanout. Isn't that like Batman's nemesis? This is, I thought it was like a mulligatawny, but maybe this is some shit from like Morocco. Oh! Or Algeria? Chorba frick. I'm Chorba frick! I'm Chorba frick! You know? Why? What does he say? He does say stuff like that. I don't know. I didn't see all the third one because I was like, this is not very good. How did we do today? Gastronomical genius. What can I say? They turned me into a chorba. Funniest thing I've ever seen. Acted. Guess the movie by the cast. Okay. That's Betty White and a man with burns who's holding a lighter. I don't know what Betty White's in except for like game shows, man. I don't know. Craig T. Nelson, okay. It's the Family Stone. Mary Steenburgen, Step Brothers. Ryan Reynolds, Mary Steenburgen, Craig T. Nelson. The Proposal? You got it. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'll take it. Dennis O'Hara's Mr. Gilbertson. That movie's okay. I think I missed my window to really care about it. Not in a bad way, but like, what do I get? And Zendaya is Michi. That's a lot of people forgot about that. And LeBron James is fucking Gwangi, man. You know what's crazy? You wouldn't believe it. You know who number one billing is in Smallfoot? Fucking Channing Tatum. Where's Channing Tatum is Migo? Sure, Common is Stonekeeper. We all accept that, but... And Channing Tatum is Migo. James Corden plays Percy. Hey, thank you, Dom Toretto, for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Thank you. Who's Danny DeVito, though? He's Dorgle, dude. Migo's dad. Why did that sound like Sonic Heroes? Because the only rap song you've ever heard is Not Like Us. Okay, Michael Caine, 2000 to 2009. The Italian Job. Never mind, he's in the one from the 1960s. One word title, Alfie. 41%! I could have said Interstellar if I knew I was going to be condescended to like that, but for playing a 1960s Alfie. Are you kidding me? With Morgan Freeman, that's a tough one. I'm going to say Batman fucking Begins, bro. That's a real tricky one. Okay. Morgan Freeman, Ashley Judd. Along Came a Motherfucking Spider. Fuck you. Fuck you, man. Michael Caine, 00 to 09. Children of Men. That's a given. Aaron Eckhart, 00 to 09. Now things are getting mighty interesting. I'd probably go with like, Thank You for Smorking. Probably play like a little The Dark Knight here. And then Aaron Eckhart, one word title. I don't know about all that, honestly. Ashley Judd, this one's pissing me off. What the hell is she even in, man? She's in Double Jeopardy. But then, like... Oh, that didn't come out 2000 to 2009. The hell is Ashley Judd done, man? How Sweet It is popping into my head for some reason. That's not even it. My brain screwed me, man. What the hell is How Sweet It Is? Where the Heart Is. The most popular correct answer for Ashley Judd here was nothing? Nothing. Nothing got 42%. Lazarus, holy cow. Dolphin Tale 2? That's tough, man. That's a tough one. Top 63. Vulture brought the heat today, man. I haven't thought about Ashley Judd in a long time. Dark Shadows in the campy old Batman series aired on what Big Four network? NBC. General Hospital and Castle aired on what network that broke free of NBC in 1943? ABC. Okay. We take those. We take those. Spike Lee's School Days featured exterior shots of what school's red brick Graves Hall? NYU. Atlanta is home to what largest men's liberal arts college in the U.S.? Stankonia. I'm Wesleyan. I have no idea. That's probably not in Atlanta. Martin Luther King is an alum, and it sounds like something fans would shout at Hugh Laurie. Do house. Do house. Hugh Laurie, do house. More house. More house. Not do house. Daniel, thank you for the raid. I was having a great time watching the stream today before I started my stream. How did he do against the bear? In Venezuela, what grain is ground to make arepas and cachapas? Corn. We bring those back. Element 117 on the periodic table is named for what U.S. state? California. The Oak Ridge National Laboratory did grunt work for the Manhattan Project in what southern state? Tennesseeum, Kentuckyum, Texasium, Arizonium, Coloradium, New Mexiceum, Vanderbilt Institute. That's Vanderbilt is Tennessee, right? Or Georgia, Georgium, Tennessee, Tennessee. What is the element that is named after Tennessee? Tennessine? As the non-synoptic one, which gospel is missing all of Jesus' parables and the Sermon on the Mount? I'm so, like, religion ignorant. I don't know what half of the words mean, okay? The Gospel of Paul. Represented by a bitchin' chalice with a snake in it. Which gospel writer is sometimes also credited with the book of Revelation? It's Peter, man. For God so loved the world that he gave his only son. That's Luke. That's Austin 3:16. John 3:16, I think is the right one. John. Peter, Paul, Mary, Sharon, Lois, Bram, John, Luke, Keith. Did we get them all? 7 points on thrice is pretty bad. And Ringo. He's not even the best saint in the sermon, man. Is Ringo the best disciple? It's not. I can't get it to work, honestly. Is Ringo the best disciple in the group? He's not even the best disciple in the room. Sort these one-hit wonder songs in alphabetical order by the artist's name. Okay? Chameleonaire. Eiffel 65. Soft Cell. The Proclaimers. LMNOPQRL. The Proclaimers. What the fuck is Mo Bamba, bro? Sheck West. I didn't know that. Everything else is fine. I just didn't know Sheck West, and that screwed up the whole shebang for me. Holy cow, people love Mo Bamba, man. I had no idea. You'd know it? I bet I don't know it, man. I bet I do not know it, to be honest. You do? I think you'd be surprised. Does it go like this? Yeah. Something like that. It does sound a little bit like that. I don't know songs that sound like that, except Lollipop by Lil Wayne. I don't think I know it, man. You guys watch more Aiden Ross than me. I'm not familiar with the state of like relatively modern hip hop. I recognize the song is like 6 years old. I bet I don't know it, man. No, I don't. Well, you probably do. Well, I know. I've seen that clip where he says, is he going to get banned for listening to Slint? Yo, what the fuck? Chad, am I going to get banned? Stopping at the top and starting down. What is a higher percentage of days with high wind speeds? Tornado Alley. Higher percentage of people who are Hispanic. Texas. Less access to public schools. I'm going to say the Montana that doesn't, because Utah has Salt Lake City in it here. Higher population, Burundi or Panama. Burundi. Higher percentage of people who are Gen Alpha. I'm going to say birth rates are lower in California because of the cost of living. Easiest game of my life. Quite frankly, the easiest game I've ever seen. You look nice.
I know, I got a drip today.
Yeah, she's dripped out.
I'm dripped out.
She's dripped out.
I look like the mother.
We kind of match. We got like a little like slate versus cement kind of tone going on here. What about the pants?
I got ripped jeans.
Diesel jeans.
Not diesel jeans. Ripped jeans.
Glass of whiskey, half an Adderall, and diesel jeans. What? I always forget the third one. What's the third one?
I don't know.
Chat's gonna tell me. Pepsi bottle?
Shower?
Yeah! Shower, half an Adderall, glass of whiskey, And diesel jeans.
What was Dan's raid message?
Kevin, party of 4.
Yeah, do you remember?
When
Come
Dan...
here. You come here.
I do remember we were eating at a restaurant at PAX. We were waiting a long time. And then someone... The maitre d' called for like a different name, party of 4. And Dan went, that's us.
Yeah.
I do remember that, yeah.
And then, remember, and then we got seated. And then the server came down and then said, hey, you're not Kevin.
Dan insists it's untrue.
Which year did that happen?
I have no idea at all.
It's 2016, right?
I don't know. It sounds like it could be right.
He said it was 2012. That's the year that we met.
Yeah, it wouldn't be 2012. Could be 14, 15, or 16.
I found the pattern. When Nail gets
What the fuck would she say fuck me for?
when they get embarrassed, they want to say, hey, look, that was 10 years ago. Hey, look, that was long ago. So they want to make the year as late
No,
as
you know what it
possible.
is because I've been like a saint for like 10 years. And then when you like want to take me down a peg, you're like, remember this story from like 2013. And I'm like, I was just a little kid back then.
You're not a little kid.
She'll bring up some stuff that happened like 92% of my adult life ago. And I'm like, yeah, I renounce it. I renounce it. That's a long time ago.
I mean, I still remember the Dan's cheeky laugh when the waiter came back and then tried to be like, hey, you're not Kevin. And then they said, oh, I'm sorry, it was my honest mistake. My name is Kevin, you know, it's the same name.
Yeah, you're like, it's too late.
Yeah,
We already ordered appetizers. Sorry.
And then as soon as the waiter left angrily, he gave us the side eye laughing, like the, you know that? Everyone knows.
It happens. But honest, and listen, I'm not rushing to the defense of Daniel. He shouldn't have done it. But like, why didn't Kevin say, I'm here before Dan got a chance?
That is the craziest take of all time.
It's not like, you know, on the first yell, Dan was like, I'm Kevin. Because then there's a risk of conflict, right? It was probably like the second or third yell. And then he's like, we're right here.
You're like the most, you're the true good zany wingman.
Kevin wasn't locked in. He had the responsibility of getting the table and he dropped the ball. Probably looking at his phone or something, watching a video. You can't be doing that in a busy restaurant situation. Somebody's got to keep their head on a swivel, man.
The craziest take.
Where was Kevin? So true. Catherine O'Hara in Home Alone. Again, he did something wrong, but it's funny wrong, so it's okay. And also, this is why restaurants, we gotta use the beepers. We gotta use the beepers. Names are not a good primary key in the database because you got duplicates, man. What if there were like 3 people named Kevin all waiting for tables? Like that's why you give them a little circle that goes bzz, bzz. Come on. Yeah, or a text on your phone or something like that. Dan, you ever play this on stream? Guess the 5 countries that export the most craft paper. I'm going to hit you with something crazy right off the bat. Finland. They got lots of forests up there. That's a surprisingly great guess, man. Can I hit you with something else crazy? We got a lot of forests up here, too. Okay, there might be 6. That's not so bad. Forested nations. Sweden. Norway? I regret everything, man. They don't need to export their lumber. They got so much oil. What was that? 72? 72? Russia. Northern Hemisphere nations with many forests. I'll take bronze on pick 5 is crazy. I can live with that. The Finland poll, it set me off on a good track right away. We take those. Austria too, huh? Miss the U.S.? Honestly, you can't hold a candle to us when it comes to forests or lakes. So The only reason you like export more than us is because like we keep some of ours for ourselves because we be writing lots of stuff on paper up here. Lots of stuff on paper. Why Germany? Because they love making stuff, man. Germany loves to make things. 91% of the country is engineers. The other 9%, professional bus driver simulator streamers. Common kitchen utensils. Guess what? Spatula. Tongs. Fucking slotted spoon. That's bullshit. You never moved saucy pasta from a skillet into a Tupperware. You need a slotted spoon for that shit, man. Okay. How about a ladle? Sure, they'll accept. How about a? I don't consider a fork and a spoon to be kitchen utensils, but I guess I'm running out. How about a knife? In that case. Okay, honestly, scissors. Fuck you, dude. You don't go to Korea. You don't hang out at Gyukaku like we do. You need scissors, man. You cooking Korean barbecue? Kitchen utensils. What else you got? What's the pasta thing with the hooks on, the jellyfish thing? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? The pasta spoon? No. It's probably got a word. Yeah, the spider. It's not a strainer. It's like okay, start with a ladle and then cut a hole out the bottom and then give it some teeth. That is not a colander. There's a break in our communication somewhere. That's not a slotted spoon. A slotted spoon is a spoon with slots. I'm talking about the pasta doohickey, you know? The tooth spoon. Anyway, I'm guessing it's not going to be there. How about a vegetable peeler? That's a big one. How about a whisk? Measuring cups. Oh! And a cutting board. Ooh. Hint. Grater. We survived the Reptile for the first time in history, man. That's huge. Chopsticks. I'm not gonna mess with my wife on that one. Chopsticks and scissors. Korea broke the mold with those. Chopsticks are great. You can eat almost anything with them. They're great for flipping stuff. Scissors, beautiful for cutting meat. And also opening packages and stuff like that. Obviously, there's a reason they put that shit in the butcher's block, okay? Now, I do wish Korea would stop fucking with the metal chopsticks. I really don't care what the reasoning is. The lacquered wooden ones are just better than the long metallic ones that are so embarrassing if you ever drop them and they clink together. Metal gets hot. Brother, you're not eating like magma, okay? That's a minor concern here. Speak for yourself. Yeah, forks are metal, but it's because a wooden fork, it would break. At least the way I'd be using it. But wooden chopsticks are the way to go because you're applying force differently. You're not sticking it into a medium and then supporting a bunch of weight on it. You're merely pushing on the sides of an item of food and then picking it up and putting it in your mouth. By the way, it's called a pasta ladle. There you go. Pasta ladle. Wooden chopsticks are one-time use. Honestly, you can never environment shame me ever again if you're using wooden chopsticks one time. Really, a tree got cut down just so you could pretend that you're in Tokyo even though you're at Dragon Sushi in Ohio? That shit is criminal. How could you? Yep, guess what? I hate trees. Okay, as long as you say it. I think that's it. Well, I guess we could always finish with fish still. You ever play this one, Dan? This is a fucking shark, dude. This is a whale shark. I'm gonna get fish still in one today. Oh! Yes. You play VG Bandle? Nah, I'll be listening to like Paul Simon's 1986 album Graceland instead. You could catch me on fucking Pitchfork's best of the 1980s, advocating that Remain in Light should be #1 instead of Remain in 2. Or instead of #2.